yeah, champion, yeah. I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
David Montgomery, the ball.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. For the first time with Saquon Barkley.
The Giants.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
For the first time with Dion Lewis. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Saquon Barkley.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Complete to
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running play, contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Down at the 26.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
1st down, New York.
Jones now throwing on first down. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A handoff to Barkley. Fights through and now a crease. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Giants.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Jones on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth.
Down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get ready. Get ready.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Jones on first down. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Third down. Third and...
After that sack, third and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun. Jones. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mario Edwards Jr. providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a fourth and long. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
37-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 6. At the 41-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Buster Screen. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 58 yards.
A gain of 58 yards. 1st down, New York.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the draw, this is Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 28-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. Now this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13.
2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Now it's Trubisky. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Jones sets up the screen to Lewis. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Nice gain there by the 2nd-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Chicago. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. Looking for a stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Golden Tate, incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
6.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a